fans are singing along with Bryson Stott's walk-up music.
Everybody standing here at Citizens Bank Park. Sanchez to the belt.
Breaking ball, hit in the air, center field.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Christopher Sanchez, for the first time in the big leagues, has thrown a complete game shutout.
Harper looks at Arcia again as he goes around the second base.
And it's turned into the Bryce Harper game.
The game's tied. Castellanos in the third. Dusty is waving him home. Here's the relay to the plate. There'll be no throw. Phillies lead. Breaking ball blasted. Game is tied. Castellanos for the Phillies. And it's a brand new game. And the Phillies close out the National League East. They are the champions of 2024.
Alrighty, Chasers, welcome back to a brand new edition of the Quit Chasin show. We are a little cheeky, a little irreverent, and always unqualified. We watch 162 when you aren't able to. I'm Alex Kruger. That's Danny Gerb. Danny, say hi to Chase Nation.
Hey, everyone. How you doing tonight, Alex?
I'm doing all right, How about yourself?
Just all right.
I'm doing pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie.
You should be on cloud nine. Did you have news? I heard there might be news.
So last night, as the Philadelphia Phillies were trouncing the Baltimore Orioles, I got down on one knee and asked the woman of my dreams to marry me. And thank God she said, let me think about it. No, she said yes. And it was magical. And she loved the ring, watched it the whole rest of the night. And I was able to finally relax for the first time in weeks. And it was delightful. I loved it.
Saved an awkward drive home. But congratulations, man. That is amazing. That's awesome. You did it at the park. What's the deal? We want to know.
All right, so here is how it all kind of went down. All right, Kara is a detective in her spare time, and she is very hard to surprise or sneak by or anything like that. So trying to pull off something like this was always going to be difficult. She is also someone that has a level of stage fright, shyness in group crowds, public, etc. Doesn't want to make a big show, doesn't want to be the center of attention. So, there were like 12 different ways I was thinking about proposing. And the one I decided to go with on the way down was to propose to her in front of the large Liberty Bell that is outside of the third base entrance that used to be the bell that rings next to the scoreboard until they updated it recently. So I was going to get down on one knee in front of there and say, ring the bell, ring the girl, as in, kiss the girl, but ring the girl. And it was going to work. So we get to the bell. I take a picture of the daughters and I'm like, all right, Audrey, now take a picture of me and Muff.
Twist her until the water comes out.
There it is. Yes, sir. Just like a SpongeBob lawn toy. No. So I say to Audrey, like, all right, take our picture now. And Kara's like, what? Like, why? That's weird. I never asked to take a picture. Why would I be doing that now? Odd. And we're walking up to the bell and like, I go to reach for my back pocket and she's like, hold on. Whoa. I'm like, what's up? She's like, no, not here. Not here. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, nope, not here. Too many people. I'm like, all right. Now, again, I'd like to preface this by saying I came up with like 12 different scenarios because I knew this was a possibility. I know my fiance. I know how she does not like to be the center of attention in crowds. I didn't anticipate that the crowd that was there was too much. That's okay. We were able to, she knew it was coming. That's okay. So the other option I was thinking was I would get an empty ice cream helmet, put the box in the helmet, and then when I give the girls their ice cream, say to her,
cut out the hole.
Exactly. Yes. Just like
put
in the
it
box.
In your lap. Yeah.
Yep. And I would say, hey, I got you a treat too. Boom. There's the ring. So I didn't do that because the box for the ring was bulky enough. I didn't want to have to deal with also an empty ice cream cup. So we get up to the stands and, we're getting ready for the game. It's completely empty. There's no one around us. And I'm like, son of a bitch, this is the perfect place to propose. 400 level, like section 421, very first row, seats 11 through 14.
I was to say, yeah.
No one behind us.
Row and seats, please.
The field in the background. It is the absolute picture perfect place to do it. So snuck my phone over to Audrey, got down on one knee, said, hey, try to do this. She was like, yup. And happily ever after.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Wonderful story.
It was fun. It was a great time.
Shot you down at the bell, but that's okay.
Shot me down at the bell, but you know what? She she had a plan too, and that was a plan not to be embarrassed and hate the memory of being proposed to. And that's fair. And that is fair because we are now a union. So it's both of us need to find ways to come together to make things work. And this was just a great example of that.
Yeah, those sporting event ones can go either way. And I think she knew what she was doing.
She knew what she wanted, and yeah, absolutely. And what I should have done is notice when we got to that bell that the crowd was too large. I did know. I was trying to force it in because I am Alex Kruger, and you know me. When I get the thought in my head, I'm running through that brick wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Yes, I do.
You do know that. You do know that. So that was where I went with it, but it all's well that ends well. She said yes, and we had a great game. And then the Phils blanked them 5-0. We'll get into that, folks. But Danny,
we will. That's awesome.
I want to know to the Chase Nationers out there, when I say the Liberty Bell outside of the third base entrance, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Because Danny somehow doesn't.
No clue.
I don't. I even sent you the picture of the girls in front of the bell, and that didn't ring a. It didn't ring a.
It did not ring a bell. No,
right.
It did not. It did not. You sent me the picture, and I was still like, man, no clue. I've never seen this before in my life.
When we went into the game last year, it was on the third base side. Like we went in that way.
I always go in the third base side too, because I'm always taking.
You never noticed that.
I'm always taking the Broad Street line in, and I just
amazing.
Yep. Just amazing. I don't know. I'm focused on. I don't know what I'm focused on, but I've never.
Half the problem is they have one of those like Amish shed builders outside, like right in front of the Bell Hawk and stuff. So it's not even the best, easiest Photoshop because they're allowing a street vendor right in front of it when there's so much ugly street side that they can allow these vendors. No, they allow them to do it right in front of the Bell. I'm like, come on.
And it was the old scoreboard bell. Is it like are you making that up? Is there a plaque that says
there is a plaque there that tells you? Yeah,
I have this bell is
I am blown away.
Existed in my world.
I'm blown away that you have no idea that me, a transplant that doesn't live anywhere near Philadelphia, that goes there. Oh, I allow it, and it's filled with a pH. Like, come on.
Of course, it's with the pH, but it's
Hey. Oh, is this one of those I can't because I'm not a member?
That's correct.
All right, see that, Kevin Kincaid? Neither can you.
It takes a certain thing to get your card, man, and then we protect our card. We protect it with our lives.
That's true, and I would never try to assume to have a Philly card until I actually moved out there, and God only knows how long. But I don't know where I was going with that. So it was a magical night.
The bell that you made up, that you manifested.
I did not know. That was I don't get how you have been to so many more games than me and have never noticed that bell. That blows me away.
What's that called? Where like the thin man, how he wasn't this paranormal cryptid type guy. People started talking about it. Now all of a sudden people are having thin man encounters. It was manifested. You did that with this bell.
No, the Phillies put the bell there, and then I remembered it, and then I told you about it. What you did is walk by something countless times, never noticing it. I don't know what that is. That may just be being a man, but
I'm a man on a mission. Into the gate, man. I don't have time to look at bells.
Evidently, you type A's, man.
God love you. I got Campos to get and giant golden waves, and I got stuff to do.
Guess what the ice cream helmet was?
Was it the Baby Fanatic?
It was the Baby Fanatic, yes.
Ah, nice. Yes. I want the Baby Fanatic. Where'd you get? So we are going August 18th. So far this season, I have the blue and red one and the cream, white and Fanatic one.
Ooh.
Kim wants the Baby Fanatic. I want the Philo one. What section did you see the Baby Fanatic?
Baby Fanatic was at the wiffle ball. Ice cream.
Well, that makes sense.
That's where I always get the ice cream helmets, is at wiffle ball.
Okay. All right.
So I didn't even know that they sold it else. I mean, I'm sure they do, but yeah. And I will say the bottomless popcorn is a throwback Phillies bottomless. It's really, really pretty this year. I'm a big fan of it. The bottomless popcorn container.
Well, we did the concessions episode.
Oh, yeah, we did. Well, no, I don't think we saw the popcorn container at that point because that was news to me.
Or we didn't talk about it either.
One of the two. Speaking of things we should talk about, try and get into the week that was.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Folks, starting off this week, we have Detroit 4, Philadelphia 5. Danny, Where were you the first time you saw the Duran entrance? The Fightins lived up to their name, refusing to be felled by an early 3-run shot. But let's be honest, this was all about us getting a look at our new closer. This is the most dominant trade/free agent signing since 2022, and honestly, that's not hyperbole. We all instantly trust this dude. We all immediately assume it's 08 Idge, and all we need to do is lead after 8, and we can all go home and pound some Budweiser. The
I love
Durantula's
it.
home. I do too.
I love it. I love the Durantula. I wanted this to be a Durantula Gush Fest episode, but we have other things.
do.
Hyperbole. I always wanted to start a Stromboli store that made really giant Strombolis and call it Hyperbole.
Oh, that's good.
I know, right?
That's very good. I do like that. But yeah, that was an amazing game, and CBS or NBC Sports did their job, did not cut away so that we could all see the entrance. And then the very next night, Fox or ESPN or someone decided to do the same thing, and it's like, all right, whatever.
Go on the ballpark app and sync up your phones.
Oh snap!
You
But
saw that, right?
I did,
right.
and I'm here for it.
No one responded.
Not a soul. Oh, you mean me and Chris?
Yeah, I mean you and Chris.
Oh yeah, no. That sounds like us. Usually Chris is better at responding than I am.
I think he grows weary of our antics sometimes.
I could see that. I could very much see that. I get weary of our antics sometimes. All right. Second game of the series. Detroit 7, Philly 5. That's right. No Duran this night. Ah, crap. It's middle of the summer Wheeler slum season. Usually Wheels will get tattooed a handful of times, which is how he still doesn't have a Cy Young to his name, even though he's so damn dominant. Well, now we've learned that he has some shoulder soreness, and they're pushing his next start back, which, if you know Zach Wheeler, that's not a good thing. He got smacked around, and though the Bats tried their best to come back, just wasn't enough. How worried are you about the fact that Zach Wheeler is pushing back a start?
I think that start's going to be disastrous, right? They're pushing him back to two games, 2 starts.
I think so.
Yeah.
No, I think it's going from Wednesday to Sunday. Like, instead of Wednesday, he's now pitching Sunday. So he's skipping. But no, a guy like Wheeler doesn't skip a start.
Right.
And he has not been right since the All-Star break. So, like, great. More time off. That's awesome.
He's been fairly pedestrian since the
He's
All-Star
been
break.
human.
Which is weird. Like, I don't know. You want to hear, like, hey, it was this. But instead of
right,
everything came back negative. So
I know.
Whatever. Push
Who
the
knows?
start back. Maybe it's the rest he needs. Some ice and Advil. Craig Sherrick. There you go.
He is what, 37? No, but and again, this is what happens to Wheeler every season. He goes through a little slump where he gets beaten up, and it does just enough damage to his ERA that at the end of the year, the next guy's getting it. And that's how Max Free got last year. And it's just, it sucks, but you can't allow these blow up games. So hopefully he comes back healthy.
I forget who was talking about it. I think it was Jack and Jim about Skeens in the innings pitched, and they're like an inning apart. So you don't even have that thresher hat on this season. Not that it mattered for the sales season anyway. So who cares?
Ain't that the truth? No, it's all just a student council election. All right, that brings us to the third game of the season. Third game of the series. Detroit nothing.
The season.
Philly 2. In what world a month ago would you have been thrilled that Sanchez got pulled with a shutout in less than 100 pitches? But no need to ask him to go for the complete game, which Topper hates anyways, when you have Mr. Electric coming in for the 9th. I got to ask, were you disappointed or were you happy when they pulled Sanchez?
I wanted to see this guy. Yeah. I think everyone wanted to see this guy. I think Topper, for the first time in his life, had the finger on the pulse of Philadelphia fans, and we all wanted to see this guy. So I was fine with it.
Topper's also such a fuddy-duddy. I was listening to a interview he did about guys pitching all 9 innings. He's like, no way. I would never let it happen if I could. You know, just durability issues, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's great, man. Like, I'm here to win a World Series. Like, I understand taking care of your guys, but, like, let's get out there and win one. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, if your dude's at under 100 pitches going into the 9th, maybe let him keep twirling. I don't know. So, but no, this was a good one. It was Durantula time. We all loved it. It was ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know what stinks, though, buddy?
I do not.
We didn't get to see Durantula the next night either because Baltimore 3, Philadelphia 13. Save some runs for tomorrow. I begged my TV screen knowing I'd be at the bank the following day. The game started off with the first inning Harper shot. P.S. Holy shit, he's back. Then we got our first masturbator home run. And then Kyle's second hit of the night, 40th home run of the year, was a grand slam to add to his 2-run shot earlier. MV12, am I right?
Oh, love it. So, yes.
MV12.
Right. Yeah. I'm there with you right now. I mean, I think it's between him and Ohtani, and
his numbers are better.
His numbers are better, and I think Ohtani, I don't know, the MLB gives Ohtani everything and all the face up. You know what? If you're going to push Ohtani so hard, because he's the face of baseball, you want people to watch, get another name in there, maybe on the East Coast market. I'm just saying it'd be advantageous to push other people than Ohtani, and the numbers are there. If you want to make an argument that he doesn't play the field, I would say he fell over backwards in left field and made catch. So
sure did.
Fight me on that, right?
It's not that he can't, guys. It's that he doesn't have to. We have a DH. Someone's got to play it. And furthermore, again, I don't know if this should go into MVP consideration, but I do believe that his leadership is second to none. And I don't see anyone doing that anywhere.
That wasn't, I forget who it was with the Lindor argument last year. Like, he was the MVP of that team. That team was better because of him.
Yep.
And isn't that what the award is?
Yeah, I think that's true because we've seen this team win without Harper. I don't know how good we'd be without Schwartz.
This lineup would, oh my God. I wouldn't even.
Could you imagine a Kyle? I mean, I'm knocking on wood that we're not like manifesting something, but
like the bell.
Like the bell has, damn you, sir. I hope we're the broken bell guys commenting on the YouTube or something, letting us know their experience with the bell, because I'm not letting this one go. I'm just not.
They're going to say they walk right past it and go into the game.
And that they recognize it. But how do they not care about the history? It's a gorgeous bell. That was the 2008 World Championship bell, okay? Like, come on.
Is that factual?
Yes. There's a plaque and everything.
There's a plaque? There's
a plaque.
Is it a blue historical marker?
No, it's a black Philadelphia Phillies marker.
Oh, well, then.
Oh, okay. So you found your qualifier. You're out. That's great. Okay.
Yeah, I did. Unless it's a grave of some Revolutionary War soldier who had a fort in some podunk town. I don't care.
Jim Morrison?
Mr. Mojo Rising.
He's the Laser King. All right, guys. That's bringing us to the next game. Baltimore, 0. Philadelphia, 5. Kepler's Booze and Blasts. Marsh Bracelet and Bash. So here's the deal. I was a part of the fans last night that booed Max Kepler for all of his at-bats. And I am going to explain myself now. Number one.
Are we going to do this now?
You know what? Let's hold on to this until later.
Or we could just make it a thing.
We can just do under review wherever we want to do it.
No, it's not under review. So let's be honest.
All right, man. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break from our pre-planned week that was and give you a, let's be honest, it's that time of year
segment.
It's turning into late summer now that the heat waves have passed. The air is getting a little crisper in the evening, and it rings in late summer. And with late summer comes in our favorite segment, let's be honest, where we drop the bits and just do 180s on everything we said for the season before. And let's be honest, Alex, let's be honest, the booing Max Kepler.
Okay. So I booed Max Kepler more so because I was booing Topper on just bothering to put him in the field at all. It's not his season. That's okay. We're trying to win a championship, and somehow we have an abundance of guys that can play the outfield. And right now, Max Kepler's not that guy. And of all the people that could be out there, he's the one I want to see the least on this team in the outfield. So I had no problem booing him. And then, of course, Kepler goes and hits a 3-run bomb, and it just absolutely breaks the game wide open. And the guy behind me is like, bet you wish you hadn't booed him. And I'm thinking to myself, no, I have no problem whatsoever with the fact that I booed him. Danny, when you and I talk trash on these guys, they tend to show up and show out right then and there.
I know that's your thing.
How many times has that happened that we've been talking trash on a guy, and then the very next chance they shut us up in a big way? And Kepler's home run and double last night, while I was booing him, you know what? You're welcome. You're welcome. It's our love language, as he said himself. So I have a problem with booing Duran not coming in. I think that's too much, but I had no problem booing Kepler. What's your thought on the boos?
I agree wholeheartedly with you. He was the physical manifestation at that time, walking up to the plate. that represented the management, that represented the front office. I know there's people that are very happy with the Bader trade because they wanted to go out and get a fielder, and they went out and got a fielder. Keith, I'm talking about you. And that's fine. That's exactly what happened. That's fine. My argument was never a got to get a fielder, which they did. There were holes in the outfield. It was more of a you got to get the bat that can get behind Harper, and why not fix some holes while you're at it in the outfield? And that I don't think was done. But anyways, so I think the booing is a combination of some of that frustration. It's you see Bader hit a 3-run moonshot that we would still be talking about if it did not get overshadowed by the MVP Schwarber slam.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. That's so true. That's such a great point.
Right. It was a big homer at a big time. Real Muto beats out the tag to keep the inning going. It was a big homer at a big time from something at a time that you haven't seen from this lineup.
Yes, that magical
this
and that
season.
Since the trade deadline, they've been doing that shit, and it's been really cool to watch. Like you're not counting them out by the third inning when it's 5-1 and we're down. Like you're like, it's still possible.
So you went out and you got this guy. My personal opinion, not enough, but still better numbers against lefty and righties than the other two platoons that you were running out in left and center. He has that moonshot that got underscored by Kyle. Who started for the Orioles yesterday? The young kid, the Mr. Bean looking MF. Yeah, the Mr. Bean.
All right, Mr. Bean. Yep.
He is 3 for 6 against this guy career.
Yep.
And you bench him because you're doing that Topper lefty righty thing. The booing was a booing of Topper. It was booing the management of this team.
Topper.
It was booing the front office.
Yes, that's a great way of putting it.
I mean,
that's truly what I was doing. I was booing Topper's decision to bring Kepler out there because you're right. The fact that that Master Bader has such good numbers against that kid, it's like, what are we doing here? If anything, you should be Bader full time, and then you're platooning between Kepler and Marsh. Like Bader should be the full time in that scenario.
Even though your production, which oddly, and this is the thing where Topper got lucky, he didn't get smart. Yesterday's game.
Yes, he got real damn lucky.
He got lucky. Marsh and Kepler were your producers. That was by chance. That wasn't by design. And just, that whole we did it just extends this left-right sit-em platoon experiment even longer, even though we all know you went out and got the guy, used the guy. That booing, it was when I was there for the Nelly game, man. When I saw the Kepler homer, me and the guy behind me were both like, great. We were the ones sitting on our hands. There's some people that I love my boys. I want my team to win. I want them to do well. That is all true, well and good. And then there's the second level of it, like, yeah, cool. They put some runs on the board. I'm happy about that. But, man, this really complicates everything. And if you don't have that second thought, that guy that was smart with you, he can go pound sand.
Well, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know anything. And that's okay. And that's fine. Because no matter what Kepler does, he's a dead man walking, and he needs to be. He's damn near the Mendoza line of 200. And every other outfield option we have, even Johan Rojas, I would take at this point over him. So, yeah, we got to DFA the kid. Ironically, we can't trade him.
I would not go that far, but I hear you.
I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. He could be a great bench bat or something. I don't know. It's not like he's a defensive substitution, come to think of it. Maybe for Cassidy.
I mean, I just don't like the fact that you go out and get a guy. You're calling yourselves a World Series contending team, and you're running out 3 platoons. Like, this is insanity.
No, but that's Topper. That's Topper to a T, man. That's what he does.
Now, he's getting on my nerves.
Now, as we mentioned, this game that we're currently recapping was the engagement game, the engagement I don't know. I tried to make that.
Yeah,
work.
we're doing a let's be honest, the booing.
Let's be honest. Okay, so the booing are so I'm done with the booing at Kepler. You?
Yeah, that's where we are. And
All right,
now
cool.
back to the week that was.
Back to the USSR. So the game was really great, and the fact that the engagement ring came a week early. My friend Kenny and Steph got these tickets to us like 2 weeks ago out of nowhere. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. It's like the universe was just reaching out to us, and it extends even further than that. So before the game, I let the girls get friendship bracelets from the Philly store because they were buy two get one, and I have 3 lovely ladies in my life. So they did, and the bracelet that they got for Kara was the Brandon Marsh bracelet. And then he hits a home run. I mean, not too shabby. Not too shabby. But the thing
goes into the stats.
It does. That's absolutely true. But the thing that I think made the night the most spectacular for a
what are his splits when she gets a friendship bracelet?
He's 1 for 4 with a home run. So but the thing I think that I love the most about this story is low-key our boy that like we always root for, but sometimes he really disappoints us. But like Taijuan Walker, my man, 6 strong shutout innings for us. Thank you so much, man. Like, way to bring the heat, way to get the strikeouts, 4 hits, no walks, like 4 strikeouts. Like, thank you so much, dude. I when it was one of your games, I was like, all right, hopefully this is one of those like we win it in the 9th type deals. But nah, man, you dominated. You went out there. Thank you so much, Taijuan. That was awesome.
That was a patent pen to Jack Fritz Taiwanimus right there. And it was for you. It was one of your boys' bits.
Yup, that's so true. That's
celebrations
so true.
Going around that night. Good for you.
Everything.
You.
Thank you so much, man. Everything coalesced perfectly for this game. You know what didn't coalesce perfectly though? Today's game. That's right. Baltimore 5, Philadelphia 1. You know what? I'm not even mad at this game. It was a 12:30 p.m. GTFO Wednesday game for, I assume, I don't know, summer camp kids, unless that's just a minor league thing. But the thing that worries me the most is Ranger and how he has often gotten himself into more trouble this year than in years past. And it's just, he's not himself. I don't think anyone's going to miss him like, he'll be great in the postseason as he always is, but like
he'll gut out a postseason start.
100% yes. 100% yes. But like the Ranger of 22 and 23 was a great time, but that was then. And it's okay. But like, I worry about his longevity now.
I mean, 22, he was coming out of the pen.
Yeah. Getting saves for us.
Yeah, this is the time. Well, this is the time of the season, man. This is who he is.
This is when you figure that's true too, and this is when you figure stuff out, and it's just like, tough. Now, I'm not even going to bother talking about today. Like I was working and a little bit hungover and just whatever. But have you ever seen 2 days off in a row in a baseball season without there being some sort of international travel or all-star game involved? Like, why do we have 2 days off in a row? That's so weird.
I didn't think there was 2 days off. I thought they were playing the Rangers on Friday.
I am 85% sure that the next Phillies game is on Saturday.
Well, I'm going to look it up right now. Friday, August 8th, 8:05, Phillies at Rangers.
Cool. So it's only 1 day off in a row. I don't know. What game is that? What channel is that on? Does it say?
No, I don't know. Maybe if I click on it.
So it's at Rangers.
It says watch live.
All right, so it's probably just NBC Sports.
Watch live. That's all it says.
All right, cool. Thank God, because I was really confused that there were 2 days off in a row there.
No.
That, folks, brings us to the end of the week that was. Again, we play well against teams. We win series, but we will not sweep them. Jack Fritz tweeted out today, well, I guess the Phillies just aren't going to sweep series anymore, and he's absolutely right.
It's tough to sweep series. That being said, they also absolutely refuse to do it. And this is where I'm bringing up my case for our good old Garrett Stubbs.
Make the case, Danny, for Garrett Stubbs.
I'm making the case for Garrett Stubbs. Here's the deal. This is my thought. I've said it before, a little tongue-in-cheek, because I actually do think he handled the staff very well. I lost you. I can't see you. There you are.
He
I
handles that very
also,
well. Yep.
yeah. I also am of the belief, and I don't know why I'm of this belief, but I just have a feeling he goes where Painter goes. I just really do
But
feel
man,
that.
I
way.
don't think Painter's coming up this year anymore.
I don't think Painter's coming up this year either.
Do you think he's ever coming up?
I think he's gonna come up. I don't think
Okay.
he's gonna be the
Savior.
Painter. Yeah, everyone wants him to be.
Well,
I think we could have.
like
I
at
think
this
we
point,
very much should have unloaded him to win now, opposed to getting this
maybe
probably.
not guy.
Yeah, maybe not guy who's
And
another.
like he could beat Kyle Kendrick, and that's a good pitcher, but like Kyle Kendrick ain't Cole. So
he's the South Park episode where they were making fun of Game of Thrones with the pizzas are coming. The pizzas are coming. The pizzas are coming.
He is the
like,
pizzas,
I feel this.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the pizzas, man.
That's so true.
So whatever. We all know my thoughts on that, but I still kind of feel that way. I still feel that he'll be the Crash Davis to the Nick Lelouch.
Okay.
I just feel that way, but
make the case for why he should be, why we need him on the team now, though.
Why we need him on the team now is because no one, they're refusing to sweep teams. No one is running away with this division. The Mets are hanging at a game and a half when it's the Mets in front of the Phils. They're hanging at anywhere between that half a game to 2 games. Like it's just as much fun as that's going to be in September.
Right.
Let someone run away
exhausting
with it
right now.
Point. Right. So I figure if you are doing this like game and a half, game back thing, you can't trot out lineups like you trotted out today. I don't care that the series was already won. Like that's just how I feel. And if we go to Mr. Stubbs' stats from August 6th of 2024. So his 2024 season up until this point. I tried to make it a little fair, even though you'll notice some discrepancies because of the whole JT was out. He had that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That surgery. So like the games played are up there. But we have Garrett Stubbs with 56 games played by this time last year. He had 34 hits, 11 RBIs, 5 stolen bases. A batting average of a 207, which is fine. But look at Marchand, 0 stolen bases, 6 RBIs,
1 home run.
I'm looking at it right now. 1 home run.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, so they're on pace with the home runs, but like the production, it wasn't great. I mean, we all know what Stubbs' production was, but it was better than Marchand's. And at this point, you got to figure what the market is. JT's coming back, like it or not. He's coming back.
Oh, for sure.
I'm fine with that.
I'm great with it. He's better than the market.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, what he's doing behind the dish,
it's
absolutely
legendary.
fine. And if he's got, 8-hole hitter, catcher, bat for the next 2 seasons, don't care. I want him behind the dish.
If his retirement years are like kind of prime Chooch, like that'll work.
Yeah,
Let's be honest. That like his retirement era is prime Chooch level.
I really don't know what Chooch was doing at the end of his career. I saw him sock a few dingers in that Dominican league, but
I mean, sure. No, I meant prime Chooch, like 08 Chooch. Like was just.
You want to know what the horrifying truth, or do you want to watch me sock a few dingers?
Dingers.
That's right.
Yeah, Mark. Danny, you want to play a game?
So that's wait on. I'm not done.
Please.
So with the evidence that JT is most likely coming back, and why shouldn't he? He's great behind the dish. What are we doing with this Marchand thing? Get the slightly better production back up here with a guy who handles the staff.
Like if this was MLB The Show, like plus vibe for Stubby would be like an 89, 95.
I was never a Stubbs guy. I'm still not a Stubbs guy. Just if you're doing this, like hanging around a game and a half back, if the division race is going to be this tough, you're going to need a slight more bit of production out of these day game lineups, and you get that with Stubbs. Not much, but some.
Way that Stubby can handle a pitching rotation makes him worthwhile, especially on those days that you do got to get JT out of there. If you can throw Stubbs in there to handle the guy like that, that'll work. That'll work.
I forget what it was. The bottom of the 6th with 2 outs, runners on first and second. Marchand just hit that dribbler up the middle. That's when I was like, dude, get Stubby up here.
At this point, 6-1 half dozen.
He would have given you a drag bunt or something. I don't know.
Yep. No, Stubby plus minus is a plus. I'll agree.
Yeah, I mean, out of those two, and again, it's a nominal difference, but if you are clinging at half a game to 2 games and anything in between, I will take that nominal difference. It's a weird hill to die on. I'm not even a subs guy, but here I am. All right.
You are. I love it. Danny, you ready to play some games? A game?
Oh, yeah.
Game? I don't know what we want to call it. So, guys, here was my thought process for today. I was thinking of just about how Johannaran is just an amazing little superhero. And then it got me down the rabbit hole of thinking of other superheroes on the Phillies and just like, all right, if I were to assign a superhero to a Phillies player, who would it be? And I wanted to play that game, but I knew Danny couldn't play that because he's not an MCU guy.
No.
So to make it even, I wanted him to do the same thing for something I couldn't play at. So I am going to name 5 Philadelphia Phillies and who their MCU counterpart is. And Danny is going to do 5 Phillies and who their Twilight counterpart is.
I do know Twilight.
He does know Twilight, folks. So this is not a top 5. This is not a ranking. This is just a back and forth. We did coordinate to make sure that we did not have the same players. So let's see what kind of weird ass crossover thing we get to make here tonight. Danny, would you like to go first? Would you like me to go first?
Please go first. I think people would much rather hear the MCU stuff than the Twilight stuff. So start strong.
I think that you are absolutely underselling yourself. I'm trying.
Oh, I'm not.
All right. So my first is going to be obviously it's Bryce Harper. And the MCU. So here's the thing about comic books. There are so many different universes and versions of characters. I had to pigeonhole a specific line that I was taking from, and I decided to take the most popular, which is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so the MCU, which means Bryce Harper is clearly Tony Stark / Iron Man. He's the richest mother in the world. He is cocky and arrogant and thinks that he is the bee's knees. And you know what? Unfortunately, he is right. He is essentially Superman, but because of a suit he built himself, not because of any supernatural abilities. He's just a dude in a suit, but a dude that knows how to get things done. Bryce Harper, he is Iron Man.
It won't stop.
Ring the bella. All right, Danny.
Yeah, there we go.
What you got?
It. Number 1, it's not a ranking. I'm doing Zach Wheeler is from the Cullen Coven, Jasper Hale.
So tell me about Jasper.
Jasper, well, what do you want to know? Jasper is Alice's mate. It is a Edward Cullen's adopted sibling. They are part of the Cullen Coven together. He is the newest vegetarian to the family.
So a vegetarian vampire, do they not drink blood?
They do not drink human blood, no.
What blood do they drink?
They hunt, animals. They hunt animals, deer. And
like werewolves.
Yeah, so on and so forth in that manner. He was originally a general to a newborn army in the Mexican Vampire Wars. So he is very quiet, very intense, very controlled, and gets the job done.
You might sell me on Twilight by the end of this, to be honest. You might get me to the point of like, all right, maybe I do have to check these out because that is a great sounding character. I like that.
Yeah. That's nice. Jasper Hale, and Zach Wheeler is Jasper.
I love it. My number 2 guy is a young lad by the name of Bryson Stott. And Bryson Stott is so obviously Ant-Man because he is diminutive in stature. It seems like he's taller than me, I'm pretty sure, but compared to everyone else, he seems like a toddler. He has that adorable baby face that never ages, just like Paul Rudd. He is a likable, lovable individual like Paul Rudd, and he can't really carry his own franchise, but he's a great cog in a machine that does a job you need him to do. Don't rely on him to be your number 1, but you can put him in 8 and good things are going to happen. So Bryson Stott, Ant-Man.
So many eights. Love it. I have JT Romuto is Carlisle Cullen.
Ooh.
Carlisle is the leader of the Cullens. He is also quiet. He is also smart. He kind of is the chess master of, when to go all in, when to back out. What he makes the calls. He does it from a place of just calmness and leadership. And I'm giving JT Romuto behind the dish is Carlisle Cullen.
I love it.
We do not care what you have done, Carlisle.
All right, so my third superhero is young Mr. Taiwan Walker. And Taiwan Walker is Hawkeye. That's right. He is the most forgettable Avenger. He is the one that folks tend to rip on and talk crap on the most. But you know what? He survived. He's done it all, and he's done it all without superheroes. He is consistent. He gets the job done. He's not flashy. He's not as good as everybody else, but he knows what he needs to do, and he delivers. So, Taiwan Walker, you are Clint Barton, a.k.a. Hawkeye.
All right, very nice. I am going with the newest, Phil, and that's the Durantula. And I assigned him Benjamin from the Egyptian Coven. You get introduced to Benjamin in Breaking Dawn Part 2, I believe, when they are going around the globe to find ally vampires to help them fight the Volturi, or bear witness against the Volturi. If it comes to a fight, they'll fight. They don't initially want to fight. However, Benjamin, much like Duran, gets called in to help. He joins the squad in the last minute, gets called in to help. He manipulates the elements, and his powers are just devastating. He's a closer. He's a closer for them. They call him in. They go around the globe to find him. They call him in, and he closes out the battles for him.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
what I'm
it.
going with that.
That's nice.
Yeah,
all right. So
nice.
I know I told you I had Turner. I cannot for the life of me remember who I was going to assign Turner to. So I apparently only have 4.
Is there a character that has a needle dick?
There are several. It's just I feel like I've used most of them already.
Well, that's the one.
Okay, I like that. So I'm going to punt my number 4 to give you another one because I vote my last one is too good. So I'm down to my last one. What you got?
Okay, so I have that stuff 2 on the board then.
Yes,
right?
you do. Yes, you do.
All right, cool. Alec Boehm, I don't have him as a vampire in the series. I have him as one of the packs. He is a werewolf. He is probably in the Jacob black pack because they are shapeshifters. They morph in and out. Sometimes they're just these wimpy humans. Other times they're these gigantic beasts. They're moody. They're temperamental. They go into fits of rage. And all of that is Alec Boehm. He can be an absolute beast at the play for you, or he could be a feeble little human. And he is a ragey little moody Gus. So I made him a werewolf.
I love that. I'm completely here for it. Nicely done. All right. That brings me to my last one. And there's only one person on this team that I would ever associate with that of Captain America. The person that stands for truth and justice and the right way and just always being the most honorable and dependable individual out there that could easily absorb a punch from the Hulk or Thor. And that's Kyle Schwarber, baby. He is Captain America through and through. He was clearly given some sort of super soldier serum at birth and has just become this absolute ball masher, but he does it with honor and integrity, and he supports the troops and the firefighters and policemen out there. So Kyle Schwarber is your Captain America. Danny, what you got?
Yeah, Schwarber's good. He is a serviceman supporter. That's great. Would Trey Turner be Howard Stern's fart man?
I'll allow it. Or my bum is on your lips guy.
Who? That's
Tom Green.
Tom Green, yeah.
Yeah, he had
Green.
Yeah,
a comedian's comedian.
If you say so, sir.
I do say so. Well, I
he's a Canadian Pauly Shore.
Oh, that's wrong. He's better than that. So I have Citizens Bank Park, and the fans of it, they are Volturi. They the CBP is Volturi. The fans are the Volturi Guard. It's a daunting place. You don't want to go in there. That people are ruthless. They'll rip your head off. They see no lies. They tell the truth and are just completely ruthless. It's the Guard. They're the Volturi Guard is the fans of CBP, and Volturi is CBP.
I love that. That's fantastic. So because I didn't have one, I'm going to steal CBP for the MCU world.
Sure.
And because they're coming to it, CBP and its fans, well, that would absolutely be Professor Xavier and his X-Men.
All
we
right.
are a family of mutants.
I know them.
And we're going to protect the world, but we're going to find silly ways to do it. You may not always love it. Shady.
I'm here for it, Alex, and I absolutely love it.
I think we did it.
Yeah,
I thought that was fun.
We are the school for the deaf. What is it?
School for Gifted Youngsters.
That's it. Yeah, school for the gifted sports fan. All right, hey, we'll see you on the other side
of the break. We're not leaving yet.
Like,
hey SpongeBob, check out my new shirt.
Patrick, is that a heavy metal unicorn?
Uh-huh.
I want one.
Well then, click the link in the episode description to go to the Quit Chasin merchandise store and get one.
Absolutely. Wait, what's a Quit Chasin?
Huh, even I know what Quit Chasin is.
Well, what is it, Squidward?
Just look up Quit Chasin Podcast on social media. I've got customers lining up.
Did somebody say Quit Chasin?
Wow, Mr. Krabs, you have a Quit Chasin coffee mug, hoodie, t-shirt, and is that a shirt for Gary? Meow.
It sure is. The prices are so low, I feel like I'm getting it for free. And you know how I love to keep on to me monies.
Come on, Patrick, let's visit the Quit Chasin store. Well, hey there, Chase Nation. Alex Kruger here. As our friends from Bikini Bottom go shopping, don't forget to email us at quitchasinpodcast@gmail.com if you want to share feedback, or maybe even if you have an idea for an episode of Quit Chasin After Dark. Send it on over. And now, back to the show.
welcome back.
Welcome, friends. It's great to be here.
Welcome back.
So, Danny.
Welcome back.
Funny story.
Welcome back.
Funny story. You know how shut up. You know how last week was technical difficulties week?
Oh, God, do I ever, but yes.
And as a part of it, I got a new phone. So
yes. By the way.
Everyone's aware. Go ahead. What feedback have you gotten on that story?
Oh my God, man. That I was listening to it, and then I was like, I have to scrub this back. Then it's like 17 and a half minutes long.
It's a long story, and it was exhausting, as Chris said. But it was true.
If we had new listeners,
we lost them this week.
Yeah, we sure did.
I know. So, do you want to hear the crazy, hilarious way I got back at technology this week?
Can you do it in under 17 minutes?
Yes, I can.
Then sure.
So, my dad is notorious for asking me, like, "Hey, why don't you come over and help me with XYZ project?" And over the years, we've built walls together. We've sledgehammer concrete together. We've done a bunch of crazy things. And this time we were cutting
wood together.
We were sawing and logging some wood for sure.
Are you Bartles or are you James?
Oh, I'm Bartles. He's James for sure. It used to be the other way around, but now I'm the spry one. Anyway, so my parents at their house have a dead tree in the backyard, and my dad wanted to chainsaw off the limbs and get rid of it. Only problem is it was above some power lines, and we knew that. So we were working on the branch, and part of the job was I was holding onto the rope and pulling it so that it would stay off of the wire, and our calculations weren't perfect towards the end, and we accidentally knocked out power to the block for like a good 40 minutes to an hour and a half. So that's how I got back at technology last week, and it felt really cathartic.
Sweet.
It felt nice. Danny, I think it's time for us to get into some of our useful, lovable bits. First up, I'm going to go with Media Stables. Did you get to listen to this last episode of High Hopes?
The
Jack by himself?
Halfway through.
Okay. So it was a great episode. Apparently, even the pros have technical difficulties because I guess Jack and James did do a full episode, and
I heard that
it got eaten up in the ether of podcast universe. And like, don't worry, Jack, we've been there. I mean, not really that. Like
I'd say we have yet to do that one.
Knock on wood, but like we've done.
I
You've
haven't.
seen our 999. I know you have. It's icky. Someone just gets
Woo.
shot. Yeah.
No.
So
Just watching that. That's a brutal watch.
It's tough break. But anyways, on last week's episode of High Hopes, Fritz had an issue with Ed Wade being on the Wall of Fame, and especially with Ed Wade being on the Wall of Fame at the same time as Jimmy. And while a lot of people give credit to Ed Wade for constructing that team, Jack doesn't exactly feel the same way. And I am not going to steal his thunder or steal his bit because he has a take on Ed Wade that I really haven't heard a lot on. And after hearing it, it is making me double think some of the thoughts I have had over the years. So I highly recommend anyone that's got time. It's like the last 10 to 15 minutes of this past episode of High Hopes. It was a mailbag Jack solo shot. Check it out and see what he says about Ed Wade, because I think it's a really fascinating conversation piece.
Well, I will have to check it out. I was meaning to. You know how it is.
Life gets in the way. Don't worry. You got a trip coming up. You'll have plenty of time to listen to podcasts.
Sure. That's what I do on trips.
I don't know what you don't listen to podcasts when you're driving?
No. I drive with Kim. Do you think we're listening to podcasts?
I listen to podcasts with Kara.
Oh, I'm sure she loves it.
Well, we listened to hers yesterday because I like hers. I do. She has good podcast taste. So, yeah. And if I put on the right one, she'll listen of mine. But it has to be a good one.
Podcast listening is my solitary hobby.
I get that. Mine is messed well, but so do you what bit would you like to do next?
So I have a media stables and it's quick, it's brief. It's more of a like where did this go? And if anyone else noticed it, do you know what I miss, Alex? The do-up. Like the do-up. Where did that go?
Going into a commercial saying, "Hey, these are the next 3 batters up, and here is their headshot."
The graphic, even on the before the end of innings, before commercial breaks, like even the radio used to be like, it's 3-0 Phil's bottom of 6. Do-up is blah blah blah, and I miss that. I miss the do-up. Where did it go?
You know what I miss? I miss doo-wop. I thought that was a brilliant brand of music.
It was.
Oh, all right. You know what? So there's another. I have a sec. Wait, are you done with the doo-wop?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I have a second media stables, and that's just a real quick recommendation to everybody out there. Go see the remake of The Naked Gun. It is an hour and 25 minutes of wall-to-wall jokes. It is a perfect homage and tribute to the original and the way it's done. It's in very good hands as a franchise, and it's the type of movie that you do want to see around other people that are also laughing. It is a communal comedy experience, and I think in the age of streaming and in the age where comedies aren't selling the way they used to in theaters, a big piece of that is because you do need a community for a couple of these movies for it to really be appreciated. Like I think 40-Year-Old Virgin in the theaters is a better sell than 40-Year-Old Virgin at home by yourself the first time. I don't know. So I highly recommend Naked Gun. Danny, I know there's no way you're going to want to see it. You don't have to go see it in a theater. I understand you're not going to spend money on it, but when it comes out, you should see it.
Oddly enough, Kim wants to see it in the theaters.
Good. Give money to comedy. They need it.
Okay.
Comedy needs to know that we care and that we want to spend money on it, or else we're not going to get them anymore.
This is going to sound so. I know. I don't know what it's going to sound like, but it's going to sound away, and that's fine. We every now and again like to do what we call she's got a name for it, like a movie and chains. We go into Cherry Hill, see a movie, and then go to one of those chains, like either the Olive Garden or
dinner in a chain. I like the
other
Longhorn, Chili's.
Yes.
Okay.
And we have fun playing suburbs sometimes.
I like that a lot.
She wants to do one of those with the Naked Gun, which I'm fine with.
I would.
Red Robin, the Naked Gun.
Ooh, Frank Drebin would be proud.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. But yeah, so oddly enough, I probably will end up seeing it in the theaters because
good. And that's a good thing, Danny. That's a very, very good thing.
I'll be honest with you. The trailers look absolutely brutal.
I don't know how you saw those trailers and didn't think it was going to be funny.
Because I saw the trailers.
Okay.
I will
your
give
humor. You're going to enjoy it a lot.
I will give it a full theatrical experience. I'm just
All
saying. Right. When she sent me that text, hey, I wanted to see the Naked Gun in theaters. We can do our Cherry Hill like chain thing, and I was like, yeah, okay. And I went and looked up the trailer and was like, surely she meant something else.
She didn't, and don't call her Shirley.
Oh, there you go.
I
feel we should just end it there.
I know. So, all right, but so that's an interesting thing because I know I'm getting off track, but at the movie theater, I did want to talk about this. They are now having
cut the hole first,
and then you have to worry about the extra butter. You don't want that because it'll just cause a soup situation in the grind, and that's not good. But anyways. So they're re-releasing movies now to get people, I guess, back in the theaters. So they're doing the 20th anniversary of The 40-Year-Old Virgin. They're doing the 30th anniversary of Casper. And I'm like, okay, I guess I guess maybe. But they're also doing the 10-year anniversary of Trainwreck with Bill Hader and Amy Schumer. And I'm like, okay, is anyone clamoring to go watch that in a theater again? Like, I can understand Casper and maybe 40-Year-Old Virgin, but Trainwreck, I think we can do better with our re-releases. And furthermore, why are we re-releasing such third-tier movies? Like, you want to re-release Titanic? Okay, that's a movie that deserves. You want to really re-release Avengers Endgame, a movie that deserves to be on a theater? Absolutely. 40-Year-Old Virgin, you do not need to see on a movie theater at all. So I don't know what the movie industry is doing, but I understand why it's dying.
I mean, it's probably the same reason you're getting reboots, right?
There are no original ideas, and everyone's too afraid to go out on a limb for an original idea.
And then we were right, exactly. And then when they do make an original movie, nobody goes out to see it. So.
And the people that do, like you, just shit on it. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
kidding.
True.
I love you. I'm just messing.
I like a good story. I'm a fan of the arts, Alex.
You are a fan. You're an artiste. You know, we support one another.
Sure.
We do. All right.
Drop amp and go to Love It, Hate It.
Let's drop amp to go straight to Love It, Hate It. I already forgot what Love It, Hate It was.
Jerseys or something. The state of New Jersey.
I'm going to go with Hate It, to be perfectly honest. Like, I know that a lot of people love it, but there are enough reasons to hate New Jersey.
You need to spend more time in it. It's a wonderful state.
No, armpits are great. Everybody loves them. Everyone's got.
You got to spend more time in it, man. It's
a
coastal state. Anyways, what's the real one?
I'm trying to remember what we decided. We talked
Jersey numbers on the backs. No names.
Oh, yes. So here's the thing. Love it or hate it. The jerseys that don't have names on the back. So your New York Yankees, your Penn State football, like all those. Oh, tradition. It looks great. It's amazing. What are your thoughts on that?
I know they say tradition. It looks great. It's amazing. It does not. It looks naked. It looks bare. It looks cheap. Yeah, it's dumb. It
looks middle school. It looks JV. I'm not a fan. So I was watching the Yankees for a hot second after work, and like I'm not going to memorize your number. Okay, buddy. So just put your damn name on your jersey or else I'm not going to know who you are. Same with Penn State athletics. Like the years that Hackenberg was there and they actually had names on the back of the jerseys, I thoroughly enjoyed those teams because I actually knew who guys were. You get over yourself with this whole aesthetic of like, oh, less is more. No, it's a sport. Put the name on the damn back of the jerseys. So hate it.
Yeah. The jerseys look incomplete. They're i.e. cheap. So I'm with you. That's how I've always felt about that. I've always been a fan or glad that I have been fans of teams that don't do that. So,
amen. By the way, that was a great episode. I think we nailed it, and we got in and out in under an hour, Danny.
That's right. Alex, congratulations. I'm happy for you, too. I loved it. This was fun. Everyone knows stuff. Well, everyone knows we'll do better next week. I promise. I morphed them together. That's great. Everyone knows Nat can't move.
You sure do.
End it that way. I don't care anymore. See ya.